What up, everybody? It is your motherfucking boy back, PTK BLAM. It's been a long time coming, but I am back, everybody. It feels good to be here, back doing the Shop podcast with some good friends of mine. Just want to say first thing, I appreciate the love and support on the channel, the DMs, the tweets that you guys send me. Everything's been awesome. Everything's been really uplifting. And I feel so good. Today is a great day. We back into it. Feels good to be back with the boys, just talking shit, talking about games, talking about Xbox. So we're gonna dive right into it. I'm gonna go let everybody here on the panel introduce themselves. So we're gonna go ahead and start with my boy Jarhead. Let him know where you at.
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's your local angry man on Twitter. Good to be back at the shop. Just ready to talk some games.
For sure, for sure. Glad to have you, man. Appreciate you making time. And we got my boy Fred from an undisclosed location.
From a
He is
sup.
back, man. Up late with us tonight, man. How you doing, bro?
Up late, man. I'm up early with y'all. Shit, it's like 4 o'clock.
Oh
in
yeah,
the morning.
yeah.
Still out here eating sand and dirt and shit. So good to be back on the shop with you guys. So let's get this shit rolling. So I can go back to
For
bed.
sure, for sure. Holla at your boy. All right, then we got your boy Triple Cup Chuck back in the building. What's going on, Chuck?
What's out with you? This is your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And man, it's good to be back. You heard me? Just to see this is a matter of fact, we might need to do a 2-hour special.
I knew you would say some shit like that, man.
I'm ready.
Oh man.
24-hour marathon.
So we back, man, and it feels good. Oh, for sure. Talking about these games. Huge shout out to GKB, She-Wolf, my family. I love them to death, love them to death. I hope you guys having a great, vacation, whatever you guys are doing. Love you guys so much, man. Shout out to everybody out there in the Xbox community. My boy Mooch, Tim Dog, everyone, Zaire, Crap, you guys know who you are. Show, Worry. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into the topics, man. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get it. All right, so first topic of the day. Now, this has been big in the Xbox community recently. So there's two sides to this story. Xbox One lack of exclusives. That's one side of the story. I guess the narrative has been recently because Sony has a really strong start to the year with Neo, with Horizon getting really good reviews, selling like almost 3 million copies in I think like a month or something like that. It was, it did amazing. And so a lot of the questions been coming up due to Scalebound being canceled, things like that happening on Microsoft in recently. How do you guys feel about that narrative? What's your opinion on that? So we're gonna start with you, Jar.
Well, good. Well, first of all, as usual, I'm gonna call bullshit on it because again, the goal's being moved again. First of all, congratulations to the Sony fans, man. Horizon does look good, but come on, man, it's not the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread. Let's not get over it. I mean, like, get over yourselves. Now, the thing is, I remember not too long ago, even from some Xbox guys, oh, exclusives don't mean shit. Exclusives don't sell consoles. It's all about the AAA third-party support. Okay, so what the fuck? So now that Microsoft is, not that they don't have any exclusives, because last time I checked, they've released like 3 or 4 games already this year, big and small. And some people may not give a fuck about Candleman or the remake of Voodoo Vince, but you know what? Go look at the list, the so-called precious list of the Sony side. It's a whole bunch of fucking trash. But you know what? Somebody likes those type of games, so good for them. So once again, I call bullshit on it because it's like, really? Now we're gonna do this. So now, what happens when Microsoft starts pumping out exclusives again? Oh, wait, they're not exclusives because they're on Windows 10 too. So it's a fucking joke at this point. I mean, I swear to God, this generation, man, it's been a fucking joke with fans from both sides. Because even a lot of Xbox guys come and bitch and moan. It's like, are you serious, my man? So I don't know, man. It's frustrating to say the least. If you can't tell by my tone.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand because I can definitely hear it. So shit, yeah, that's a strong way to start the podcast today. So, like I said before, man, I'm kind of, it's, I won't go as strong as Jar as to say the goalposts been moved, but I just feel like the narrative does get molded to fit whatever, I guess Sony's been on top for a while now as far as like market consumption, console sold, things like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I just think things get molded and twisted a lot. So we'll go ahead and move on to you, Predator. How do you feel about that Xbox One lack of exclusives? Or is that even a real thing to you? Or
It's not. I mean, a part of it is like it's been a mixture of a lot of fucked up things happening with Microsoft. Like, I truly believe Scalebound and Fable Legends were supposed to release at the beginning of this year. Or what was the other game they canceled?
That was
Yeah,
it.
I guess that was it. Yeah,
that was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
and they probably would have released this year had they been on schedule. I don't think Microsoft's plan was to come into 2017 with just Halo Wars 2 at the beginning of the year. At the end of last year, we had plenty of games coming out. I want to say about 4 or 5 that came out at the end of the year. And like you said, the goal it's changed a little bit because about what was it between March of 2015 and May of 2016 when Sony had that sparse lineup and they only had like one release come out. I think it was between Bloodborne and Uncharted. There was nothing coming out exclusively for Sony. We were not hearing all this trash. Where in
Exactly.
this talk, about how they didn't have they even came out and admitted they had a sparse lineup. You also have brand new hardware coming out. So why would you release a bunch of games right now that are not going to take advantage of that at the beginning? You want to release that with your new console. So yeah, there's been a mixture of a lot of things happening at the beginning of the year. However, we do know there's games coming. The only thing that like I guess Sony fans can hang their hats on is like they've seen their lineup for the next 2 years. Whereas Microsoft, we have no idea what we got coming in 2018. We see what we got coming at the end of this year. We don't know what's coming after E3. Between E3 and December, we know like Crackdown, maybe Sea of Thieves, maybe 1 or 2 other games like Forza or something like that. But going beyond 2017 into 2018, we have no clue what games we're going to see outside of Halo 6. So they have that on their side. They can tip their hat to that and say, well, we know what we got coming out. You guys have no games, and it's basically because we don't see anything right now that Microsoft's doing. They're keeping us in the darks, and we're just
But you
playing off of faith at this point.
and I'm sorry to interrupt, but see to that point, okay, what was the complaint about Quantum Break, Sunset Overdrive, even Scalebound? Oh, they showed the game way too early.
Yeah.
Sony shows a fucking CG trailer. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the greatest fucking thing Xbox has done. Xbox has done. So again, Microsoft, I bet you money come E3, Microsoft is going to show probably some stuff in development. And I bet you money, I'll bet my fucking check that people are going to start complaining, oh man, that's CG. We don't even know when it's coming out. It's just, so.
And Phil's done a good job of changing that. Instead of having us, like you say, they don't want to show us games entirely too early because we have situations like Scalebound happening and stuff like that. So they're more inclined to show you games they're going to try to release between that E3 and the next E3. So I look forward to that. I really don't need to see a bunch of shit in development. I mean, I would like to know, but I don't want to see everything. I want to be surprised by a few things. So I'm looking forward to this E3 and seeing what bombs get dropped. That way, all these naysayers shut the fuck up.
All right, good point, man. So a lot of good points being made already. So everybody, don't forget we are live in the chat on YouTube. Please go in the chat, man. Thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Appreciate and love you guys. Let's dive right back into this. So triple up, Chuck. You done heard the 2 arguments already, or 2 viewpoints. What is your viewpoint of the Xbox One lack of exclusives recently? I guess you could say.
All right, triple cup time. You know, I'm gonna throw my threes up on this here. They saying Microsoft don't have no exclusive for the first 3 months, right? But they never talked about that when Sony didn't have no exclusives for the first 3 years. So it's kind of like a double standard, but at the same time, you know, even though the Xbox haven't sold more, I can understand by them being a bigger company. You know what I'm saying? It's like they trying to be David versus Goliath. But what I look at is like Microsoft always had they big hitters toward the end of the year. And like our brother was saying, it don't make no sense to put out no big hard hitting exclusive right now, knowing you got the Scorpio coming. And in my opinion, August, you know what I'm saying, but I know it's supposed to be November, but you know what I'm saying, toward that time of the year. So why would they drop some of these games in like Scalebound that was supposed to come out at the beginning of the year and Fable Legend? You know, that probably would have came out around this time of the year. But me personally, I'm still good because all the backlog of games and exclusive games that they had came out. I don't want to hear that, like, you know what I'm saying, when it get toward the end of the year and say Sony don't have no exclusives because, you know, you got all these third-party games carrying them, and people still saying then, oh, we still got our backlog of games that we still playing. So it's just a narrative that people trying to use to say that, you know, clickbait, and people want to just jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, y'all don't have no exclusives right now because, you know, every quarter it changes. Like, you know, first it was we the most powerful console. With PlayStation, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like no Japanese RPGs, and it's like it always gonna change. And from what I'm saying, regardless of the situation, if it wasn't the same Microsoft didn't have no exclusive, it would have been something else. So regardless of the fact, it's gonna be a frustrating thing because we're gonna always hear something that people gonna be talking about back and forth. It's gonna be always a debate. Now, I'm not saying it's not healthy. I mean, it's a good thing to, you know what I'm saying, talking back and forth, but when it get extreme, that's when it's bad. But you know what I'm saying, I like the jokes and stuff like that. So right now, I take with the Xbox with no exclusives, but I ain't tripping. I'm playing Witcher right now, so I'm good.
Shit, I got a list of exclusives I could throw right back on their faces. I'm perfectly happy with them. It's just, you know what I mean? Again, it's just people gonna find something. Doesn't matter. Then they're gonna say, well, the Xbox S is too slim. Fuck that box. They'll find something.
So, I want my power brick on the outside now.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my power brick? I love my power brick.
It's funny because like a lot of the games, like with Microsoft versus Sony, like there are a lot of multiplayer centric games. Like I can still jump on Halo and have a good time. Exactly. I can still jump on Forza and have a good time. But games like Horizon Zero Dawn, you're gonna play through that game once, maybe twice, to finish up and pick up the whatever little trophies you gotta get left in the game, and then you're done with it. You know, so it'll jump on the top 10 chart on the MPDs for 1 month, and then you won't see it after that.
Right, but see, that's the new
right back to the multiplayer.
But that's the new narrative now. Now it's a bad thing that Microsoft is turning games into services, meaning they fucking put out a game that wanted to be for the long haul. So go figure. That's a bad thing now, according to some of the people in the community. Ain't that some shit? So it's a bad thing that Halo 5 is still one of the highest rated fucking games online and people still playing the fuck out of it. And right now there's $1 million purse for the tournament. You know, because Halo's dead. You know. Yeah. So go fucking figure.
Yeah, some compelling arguments, man. Jesus. So yeah, we got a lot from a lot of different sides, everybody.
I've been holding it in, Blam. It's your fault, man. I've been holding all this shit in.
I know.
I've been angry.
I know, man. I know.
It's on you, Blam. It's on you, Blam. What you think?
So,
Blam?
man, you know what? So, all right. So, you know what? This whole narrative, like everybody's been saying, I'm kind of on the same page, man. I just think that, you know, sometimes things get molded, you know, and things get changed around, and you know, with Sony being a lead, you know, as far as lead console, things have been slighted towards Sony as far as articles have been tilted. Certain, you know, companies lean towards that direction. So, and it's not even really at this point. It's not even like hidden. Back then, they used to try and hide it and be real slick about it. Now they just do it kind of in the open. You know, with companies and ads and all these different crazy things. So, I think the time is coming for things to change around, and you know, I think Scorpio is a big deal, and that's kind of what we'll get into next. So, here is. How big is the Scorpio for Xbox and its future? So we're going to go ahead and reverse it. We're going to go back to Chuck on this and let Chuck start. So how do you feel about the Scorpio? How do you feel if that's really big for Xbox future? How does that weigh out on you?
Well, I don't think it's big. I think it's colossus. I think it's humongous. It's a juggernaut. I mean, it's a way to, first and foremost, it's to kill narrative. To kill all this third party talking about the third party exclusive play better on the PlayStation. Now, I know some developers is going to do parity. I know this already, but I know that us as gamers, when we recognize and notice that they did it just for parity, we need to stand back and be like, look, we want y'all to give us the best experience that y'all can possibly give us. You know, whatever y'all have to do, because we are y'all customers, even though we Xbox or we PlayStation, but we still customers to the developers that's making these games. We are y'all customers. So regardless of who own the marketing rights and all this, I'm looking for the best experience I possibly could have. So when you see the Scorpio come out, and I know it should be easier for the UWP by them being able to scale the games up and down and being able to make a game for the PC and scale it to the Scorpio and scale it down so they can use that to say, look, we got all these platforms to make a game for. So y'all should be able to put y'all best foot forward. And I know it's gonna kill all the narrative about people saying, okay, the Xbox this, and I really believe it's gonna kill narrative on different things, like when they were saying about this backwards compatibility, no use games, and all these other things that was kind of a stigma that was holding on from 2013. I think the Scorpio is gonna actually execute all that, end all of anything that people was talking about and holding on to, and things that the DRM, everything that people thought about the Xbox. The Scorpio is supposed to be the console to put in people's face like, new Xbox. We play used games. We don't have these stipulations that y'all thought that the Xbox originally had, which the PlayStation was going to have the same thing, but people just stuck to the Xbox was supposed to have, like, you know what I'm saying, no used games, and and then with the UWP and 4K, all these good things that's supposed to be coming out for the Xbox. I think that it's gonna be a fresh breath, you know, like Zelda, the breath of the wild. It's gonna be that type of breath where you take a deep breath in, and I think more people that got the PlayStation is gonna start gravitating to the Xbox, because, you know, at the end of the generation, if you're a real gamer, you're gonna own both consoles. So, you know what I'm saying, that's what I think about, is gonna kind of change the game and kind of balance it out, because whatever Sony at the end of the day, they both gonna be like neck and neck, and that's why I think the Scorpio is gonna be there for a narrative killer.
Okay, good point, man. A lot of good point, Chuck. Fred, it's on you, brother. How you feel about that?
I have a different viewpoint of the Scorpio. It probably won't be very popular, but I did put this on my Twitter, so just in case someone's saying I'm bullshitting, I've gone and said this out publicly. So this is how I feel about it. So if I think it's about time that Sony, I'm sorry, Microsoft brings together everything they've been saying they're gonna bring together with the DX12, the cloud, et cetera, et cetera. Because for the last, I guess, this whole generation, that's all we've heard about, but we haven't really seen much about it. And now Scorpio is supposed to bring all that stuff together. Now, I've said this: if there's not a significant difference other than just power with the Scorpio, I'm probably gonna pass on purchasing it, because I can get games. Like, power has never been an issue with me for this generation. I have a PC. Most of the exclusives are going to PC anyway. I can get everything I need on my PC. However, I do like gaming on a console, but there's no point in me buying a brand new console just for power. So I think Scorpio needs to bring me something besides power and games, because I can get the games on my Xbox One S right now. Now I know, like, I think Phil's come out and said it. You know, this is a premium product. It's going to be for the exclusive, the gamer that knows about gaming and stuff like that. But if I have a console that can do almost as good as what the Scorpio is doing, and I can still play those games, then I really don't need a Scorpio. That's just my opinion. I'm a consumer before I'm a gamer. So if I'm gonna spend my hard-earned money on a console that just looks a little bit better and has better graphics or whatever than my Xbox One S, and that's all I'm getting out of it, there's no need for me to go drop like $400 or $500 on a new console just because it's new. I'm not saying I'm never gonna get it. I'm just saying I'm not gonna be a launch console buyer, because it's come back and bit me in the ass. You know, like, if you look at the day one Xbox that we got with the sticker, you know, we look at the Xbox One S that we just got. Like, if if you'd just waited like about 2-3 months and picked it up, you probably would have gotten a game with it. You probably would have gotten a better deal than you got for it. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see what deals come out. I'm gonna see what exclusive consoles come out, if they have any kind of customized consoles, and I'm gonna wait for that. But I think if they don't hit it on this one, because at this point they got to hit on all cylinders with the Scorpio. They got to bring all the stuff they say they've been trying to bring to this console game for the past 3 years. They were trying to do with the original Xbox. They're trying to do with the One S. They got to hit on all cylinders, including games, including features. It shouldn't be shit missing from this box. Excuse me. Shouldn't be shit missing from this box as soon as I plug it in. I should have my Netflix running. I should have my apps running the way they're supposed to run. Everything should be here, and I shouldn't get this slow roll of shit that we got when we got the One S. You know, like, oh, HBO Go ain't here yet, or this ain't here that. All that shit needs to come ready to download in the box when I get it. No, they can't fuck up with anything. And the thing is, because the way people are acting right now with Microsoft, how the media acts, how the fanboys act. If there's anything wrong with this console, just the simplest fucking thing, we're gonna get backlash on it. So they gotta roll this out perfectly when they drop this in at E3.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
That's a good point.
and you can't say too much about that, man. You know, they do have to hit on all cylinders. I mean, I don't want to sound doom and gloom. You know, they're not going anywhere. It's not that. It's just that, you know, if you're gonna make your move, you got to make it at some point. And like you said, you got to bring those features. You got to hit on all cylinders. You know, otherwise, you know, I'm not gonna say it'll be a failure, but you know, if you like you said, just for power, you know, I don't know. It may be a tough sell at premium price if whatever that is, $4.99 or $3.99. I don't know what a premium price is. I'm thinking that's like $4.99. But it could be different. So yeah, it's on you, Jar.
Cool. I have a different point of view. I mean, I agree with everybody's point of view, but I'm looking at it different. I'm excited for it just because I like new toys. Period. I like new shit. I just like Predator. You know, power, that doesn't mean shit. I just built a PC, you know, because of the UWP games. I built a PC that can run just about anything. I could play whatever the fuck I want at 4K 60. Big fucking whoop. You know what? I use that bitch mostly for work. So power doesn't mean shit. I still prefer 99.99999% of the time I play my games on my console. I prefer Xbox. I like console. But I'm looking at it in a different way. I think people are they're overanalyzing this shit. And it's one of those things because a lot of so-called, armchair developers, I mean, for God's sakes, it's just like it's gonna be a fucking PC. That's what consoles are. It's just a PC in a controlled environment. So the Scorpio, yes, obviously it's gonna have more horsepower, but I think there's more to it than people are really looking into. It's gonna set the standard. Because I don't know if you noticed, 4K TVs are going down like dramatically in pricing. I could go grab a 65-inch for less than $1,000 right now, 4K HDR. So Microsoft got the ball rolling when they released the S. Whether the industry wants to admit it or not, they fucking set it in motion. As much as some people want to say that Sony invented HDR or whatever the fuck. So I think people are overanalyzing it. It's just what I'm expecting from the Scorpio. This is the best way I can say it, is basically 4K capabilities. What does that mean? Obviously running games at native 4K, which I can even tell the fucking difference if it's upscale anyways. And I don't think most people can. So I call bullshit on that. Is 4K capabilities, you can stream in 4K. Probably gonna have tools to edit videos in 4K. So I think they're just trying to, at the end of the day, did Microsoft need to come out with the Scorpio? No. This is just so they can punch everybody in the mouth that always trying to make it seem like the fucking Xbox games look like you're playing on a Nintendo DS compared to a PC when they're on, on Sony's console. So to Predator's comments, I agree. When I plug that bitch in and I sign in, all my shit better be there. Personally, I know for a fact it's gonna be there. Why? It's the same software. It's the same platform. So I'm not even worried about that. All that's just gonna be the same. People overanalyzing because a lot of times you see people asking Phil, is games for Scorpio gonna be different? Like, no, motherfucker, it's the same game. It's the same that if you have a $500 PC compared to a $3,000 PC, you could play the same fucking game. Obviously, it's gonna look way better and run better on the $3,000 PC, but it's the same concept. And for some reason, for whatever reason, all these so-called experts, including the so-called media, they seem to just convolute the shit and talk about, oh my God, am I gonna have to buy separate games? Is it not gonna work? Are they gonna dump? Like, no. Phil from the beginning said, guys, it's the same shit. Basically, all backwards compatible games are gonna work. Everything that works on Xbox works on the Scorpio is the same platform. So honestly, I just want to see the motherfucker at this point. 4K power, again, no big deal. But if I get a chance to my shit run better, sure, why not? It'd be a good excuse for me to try to sell the wife on me getting a 4K TV. Other than that, you know what I mean? I just want to see the motherfucker, but I am not worried about it. I think people are overanalyzing it. And I think this is my little tinfoil hat moment. I think the media knows something is coming, which, as you can see, since the minute Aaron Greenberg tweeted it's the year of the Scorpio, you've seen the fucking shit storm that's been happening. So, I mean, call me crazy, but I'm sorry, man. If you just look at the timeline, the minute they announced it, they started the hype train, all these shitty articles came aboard. Microsoft have no exclusives. Why are they even in the console business? For what? I already have a PC. I don't need an Xbox. So they must know something that is coming, and they're already fucking preparing for the boom. That's my little tinfoil hat moment, and I'll stick to it.
All right. Well, that's a good opinion, man. Good opinion. So I don't know. For me, Scorpio is just it's a little bit of everything you guys have already said. It's definitely to be there day one because you can't say all of these things throughout the generation and not eventually end up having to answer that question about where are these features, why isn't all of this here? But I do feel like Scorpio is the next evolution. I do feel like it's the next big step. A lot of devs recently about a lot of devs are praising the Scorpio about what it can do, what it means for the industry. So that bodes well. I don't know what developers or whoever the case may be, but that's always good to hear. I don't know if those are unconfirmed reports, but it's always good to hear positive feedback from what you're doing. And Phil sounds excited about it. Aaron Greenberg, all those guys, Mikey Barr, they sound nothing but excited about it. So I don't necessarily feel like I have a reason to worry. But I can understand if those people that do have or feel like they have a reason to worry. It's if it's gonna, especially if it comes in at $4.99, that's always been with the media. They may that's a really 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 close line to walk, and they've already walked that fine line at the beginning of this year. Are they gonna do that again? Are they gonna say, okay, I feel like it's okay to put out a console at $4.99 because it's a premium product? Um, I don't know. I still think if that's the case, they may catch a lot of flack for that. So we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. So the next topic that we got here today for you guys, and once again, the chat is live. Not only am I asking the panel these questions, I'm asking you guys listening. So let's go ahead and move on. So free DLC. I was talking to. I can't even remember who, and I was trying to look back in my Twitter feed who I was talking to about. I think it may have been Jamie. Can't remember. But so so I was talking to him about should free DLC be standard because you got Halo kind of got the ball rolling with that. The free DLC and what'd you say?
Oh, you bought it out for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I better now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. So Halo kind of got the ball rolling with the free DLC using the tournament money, things like that, the money from the actual like the rec packs, things like that. And then now you see it on the PlayStation side with Neo having some new content coming up, all of it being free. So how do you guys feel like that's always kind of iffy, or should that kind of be the standard? So we'll start with you, Fred, on this one. How do you feel about that?
Well, it was a standard in the past. Like I mean, like before we're just going back and then giving back to the gamers a little bit. I mean, you got to think these games ain't getting no cheaper. You dropping
True.
$60 game, and then you asking me to drop another. I mean, okay, go back. I don't know when this started, but I think the earliest I remember just doing it was with one of the Call of Duties where you get, you paid a $50 for the I guess for the other pack, the season pack and stuff like that. Um, so ever since then, it seems like every company has been doing that. Like, so you paying $60 for the game, and on top of that, you paying another $50 for all the DLC and the whole season pass, et cetera, et cetera. So you get everything. But I remember back in the day where you pop a game in, and surprise, one day there's DLC for free. You know, and that's how it was back in, I want to say, like, what, 2008, somewhere back in the day, and somewhere it changed. Now you're spending $100 for a game. It's either incomplete, it's broken at launch, it's a bunch of BS when you buy it, and so they come back and pass the shit in later. Then they want you to pay in advance for everything. So having DLC now for free, like especially with Halo, I love it. I don't play it that much anymore, but when I do log on, there's always new shit on there.
Yeah.
They get money other ways. There's like they get money through their rec packs. So that
Yep.
money that you're spending on your rec packs is helping pay for development of the other maps they're building for the game. I don't know how long they're going to support Halo, maybe till Halo 6 comes out. But they're making good money on it, and I see it, especially with Microsoft exclusives. I see it working in their favor. I don't know how it's working with other games. What other games are actually using it now? You said Neo. I mean, what else can they add to the game to extend its legs on that game? It's a single player, experience. But
I think it's 10 new story missions or something like that. I believe.
For which one?
yeah,
Neo.
Really that much? I thought it was just.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good, especially it's free. You know what I'm saying? But like, have they been charging people for that shit? A game like that, you might, unless you just are in love with the game, you would probably buy one or two missions for it. What I don't want them to do is go the route that I guess, what's that game where you're the fucking bald headed guy? It's like a story type shit.
The season.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Hitman. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
episodic
I don't want to
content.
go that route. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, give me all the game. Don't give me shit in pieces like that. So I hope that's not where the trend is starting to kind of, start going that direction later on in life. But, free DLC, I'm down for it. It's free. You can't get mad at free shit.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
You agree too. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Go ahead, Chuck.
I got a quick announcement. Tuesday, I know he was saying about he don't like episodic games, but this Tuesday coming, we finally, after months and months, we getting episode 3 of the Telltale's Walking Dead season 3. I can't wait.
But that's some bullshit. That's why I always wait for the whole thing to be out, and then I just buy it on sale. That's why I don't buy the Telltale games right away.
Man, I love the Telltale. I mean, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, I play most of them.
It pisses you off when you gotta wait 3 months for an episode.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Man, my girl told me, man, look, call the people, cuss Microsoft out, cuss this person out. Where's the Walking Dead? We bought the whole season and we ain't got it yet. I'm like, babe, just be cool, just be cool.
I got played with. I got excited. I bought that Batman, and it was fucking bullshit. I had to wait for the episodes. So for now, I just wait when the Walking Dead has all the episodes out. I'll go grab it, the whole thing, and I'll play it one sitting. Fuck that.
Yeah. Because they usually don't take too long to go on sale, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I just wait for a good sale, and that's when I buy them most of the time. Anyway,
I mean, they don't be number like $20-$25 anyway. So
Yeah, but I like it when I can find them at 14 and 15 for the whole season. So
right. Yeah. Hey, I bought the whole collection pack for $30.
Yeah, shit, that's not bad.
Wolf Among Us.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah, that was a great fucking game. They should have come out with a sequel.
Yeah.
It was like about all of them. It was the little pack they had. I had bought it was on sale.
Oh, okay.
But to go back on topic from what Predator said, I agree. Trust me, I'm all about it. I think it all started with Call of Duty. And if somebody knows otherwise, please correct me. But I think it was Call of Duty. And I mean, let's be honest, man. This is a monkey see, monkey do industry. I mean, look what the fuck Call of Duty has become, man. That shit is like is its own monster. So that's the reason. But I like what Microsoft did with Halo, but I hate what they did with Gears because it's a simple recipe. All they had to do was do the same shit with Gears, just release free maps and just have cosmetic shit. I think they're slowly turning because they have made some changes. But I mean, they should have done it from the beginning. Now, when it comes to single player games, the fact that they're giving all that stuff in Neo, I'm honestly surprised. I thought it was just gonna be like a mission because they were celebrating that they sold 1 million. But if they're releasing all kinds of shit for free, that's awesome. But for single player games, let's say like Tomb Raider, personally, if it's a real expansion, I'm talking about like a big section, an expansion. Now it's just a mission.
Like The Witcher.
Yeah,
like The
I
Witcher,
don't
I'll pay
mind.
for that.
The Witcher is fucking life. Don't even get me started on that shit. I love that. I bought everything. See, if it's something like that, I'll happily pay for it because it's a single player game. Multiplayer, Microsoft, again, they're looking into the future. Why do you want to segregate people? Because if you start segregating people, nobody's going to play your fucking game. You know what I mean? So they're super smart. So I'm hoping more people will pick up on that, and maybe come around. But yeah, man, like Predator said, man, I'm all about that free shit. Can't be free.
Yeah, definitely can't beat that. So Chuck, did you get a chance?
I know. Look, I go ahead or make it quick. All right. What I was thinking about, about the inflation of like prices going up. That saying the games is still $60. So for them to accommodate some of their money back, because they have to sell people DLC. Now, what I was thinking, like I wouldn't have no problem with it. I know it probably get a lot of backlash, but I was looking at two options. One option is go up on the core price of the game instead of selling for 60, sell it for 80. That way you won't be trying to sell DLC for, pretty much paying $110 for a game. Everybody and selling it to like 40% of the people. That way 100% of the people have all the DLC and you'll still be making the same amount of money for doing it for 80 instead of the 100 or whatever. But the other thing I was thinking about was, okay, we got these digital downloaded games and you have your physical copies of games. Now, some could be a little bit more sweet for the people that buy digital because, digital is pretty much all profit. Now,
fairy dust.
I give I just make it an incentive like with people when you purchase digital, you get the DLC for free just because you purchase it in the digital. Now, if you are going to get a hard copy, you will have to purchase the DLC because, when you purchase the hard copy, you could take the hard copy and trade it back in, and this person could buy the same copy used, right? And when he buy this used copy, yet they ain't seeing none of this money. And then, therefore, you'll have them paying for the DLC. But if you get the digital downloaded, that means, all money is going to the, to the developers, which they rightfully deserve. So I have no problem with them making their money because if they wasn't making no money, they wouldn't be doing it. And, they'll be doing other things. So GameStop, when they buy, resell, and they just started doubling up off of one game, this money could be going to the developers. And if they give you the free DLC, especially on, for people like us that's buying digitally downloaded stuff, we gonna have your game. We can't sell it because it's, it's digitally downloaded. That was my thoughts about it. Just give it to those people and the people that's purchasing the physical copy. Just have them paying the money for the DLC, but don't have it as much because that's kind of like it's too much to pay for some DLC, especially for map packs when you're playing like Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Yeah, that shit is expensive. Battlefield is expensive as fuck, man.
I paid $120 for all that stuff on Battlefield.
Yeah, fuck that. I got burned with the Division. Don't get me wrong, I bought it again when it was on sale digital, like a dumbass. But I was mad because I was like, you know what? I paid for the fucking DLC. I'm getting my fucking shit back. But other than that, it's bullshit that pretty much games. If you want, I guess the quote unquote full experience, it's $100 now. I mean, the thing is, though, it's a slippery slope, man. It's a double-edged sword. They can't. It'll be in the dream world. That'll be fucking awesome. If you buy digital, you get free shit. But it can't. They can't do those type of incentives because then that's gonna drop sales. That's gonna hurt them even more. So,
but that's why they can't sell the digital copies for cheaper than the physical copies.
Exactly. So what's the workaround that? Microsoft solution, hey, you get a free copy for your Windows 10, same machine. So, because at the end of the day, there's no rhyme or reason why the fuck they can't sell the same game digitally for $40. You know what I mean? It's fairy dust as far as I'm concerned. So, but it's just politics. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think it's more about GameStop than anywhere else. I think Walmart really don't care. Think about it. Walmart sell from Fruit of Loop underwear to tires. They not worried about no games. Like, if you purchase a digital, you purchase from them. If they didn't have that up there, trust me, they have something else in their shelf space. Now, GameStop, that's their bread and butter. So I think they more the people that's forcing them to keep the prices the same. But they should be looking at GameStop like, look, we ain't making a penny off of y'all used sales. I wouldn't care what they think. I'll drop it.
But see, GameStop, that's the reason why they're going under. They refuse to evolve. You know what Best Buy does? That Gamers Pass, you buy 2 years, $30, right?
Right.
You get a brand new fucking game 20% off automatically. It's a good incentive. It's a good incentive. You know what I mean? So I'll be paying for a brand new game $47 as opposed to $65. So
yeah, and they keeping up with the times.
Exactly. So GameStop should have been doing that, but they're too fucking greedy and they failed to evolve, man.
I put on Twitter earlier. I was talking to somebody about this exact same thing that I went to go get my daughter a headset, one of the cheap ass super duper OG plastic headset on the 360, the old, with the regular one that used to come in the box. Them motherfuckers had the nerve. A used one was, I think, $15 or $16. A used one. I said, dude, like this doesn't even have the fucking paint wasn't even all the way on the damn headset. Like it been worn off. Like
and
Jesus
dog,
Christ.
and they have no shame on it, man. And I got a buddy of mine, and I tell him like, dog, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been visiting much because, man, I could get the same fucking game 20% off. Like, why the fuck y'all don't do that with your gamers club? I mean, fuck the magazine. Give a discount. You know what I mean?
Do it for the used games.
Yeah. So yeah, Best Buy gives you 10% off used games and 20% off brand new games. You can't fucking beat that for $30 a year for 2 years. $30 for 2 years. It pays itself in 2 games, man.
And my advice, if you want to buy some type of hardware from GameStop, don't do it, because I'd have had 2 quick bad experiences. My Xbox S, something happened to it, and I had purchased the one of the Master Chief one, right, from GameStop. I had the sticker from saying purchase from GameStop on the box. I said, I went to say, look, my something wrong with my Xbox. I want to bring it back. I only had it for like 3 months. They tell me, did you purchase it from here? I said, yeah. I said, I got the Master Chief one. They say, oh, we never had the Master Chief one. I said, man, I got the sticker on the box that's saying purchase from GameStop.
That's fucking dirty.
And then I'm on that arguing with the people, right? So we back and forth. He was like, no. I said, man, look, I'm gonna come in there. My old lady was like, man, don't go in there because I know you're gonna be on that dumb shit. I said, I got to. I mean, if you look at the sticker, say from GameStop, the Master Chief, and they gonna tell me they never carried this one here. So I ended up finding my receipt because I had the receipt, and I keep the receipt inside the box, and I didn't purchase the GameStop warranty, which it ain't no big idea because I took it back to I sent it off to Microsoft, no house or no nothing. They said, oh, get here, I got you. Boom, 2 weeks I had my other one back in. Lucky I had 2 of them, and then they killed me with the Elite controller. They give you a 90-day warranty. I think it's if you purchase from Best Buy or I think it's Target. But I know it's Best Buy or Target, they give you a 2-year warranty on it. Like, why would you purchase something like that from GameStop and you can get for $150 for a controller and only have a 90-day warranty? But you can go to like these other locations, get a year or 2 warranty.
Yeah, it's a shame. I grew up buying shit from EB and GameStop, but they failed to evolve because I don't know, man. People just the way I see them, and if you're selling a product, if you don't know what the fuck you selling, you're a shitty salesperson. You know what I mean?
My kids, they love going in there, and it's turned into this weird experience for me now. Because I walk in there, I'm like, man, I'm too old to be in here. Especially if I go by myself, because there's nothing but a bunch of kids in there now.
Yeah,
and they like all the bright colors and the games everywhere and stuff like that. But like, I stopped fucking with them when I bought my original Xbox One. When I went in there and picked it up, the guy was like, "Oh, what are you getting this for?" And I stopped fucking with them ever since. Every time I go in there, they're always trying to sell me on PlayStation shit, and I haven't been in there since. I do all my shit at Best Buy now.
Yep, and that's because they've been riding the wave, but again, they failed to evolve, and that's why they're in trouble now.
Yeah,
there's no incentives.
And with the fact that the digital game sales are just increasing every single year, you know what I'm saying? So that market's not getting any smaller. So they're going to be squeezed out. At some point, there's not going to be enough room.
This is one of the topics on Xbox channel a while ago, and I put in this chat. I was like, if you look at the stock prices of GameStop, man, that shit went from like $60 a share to like $20 a share in a matter of a year and a half.
Shit, that's bad. That's really fucking bad.
It's a real impact, man. Real fucking impact, man. So that was a really, really fucking good topic, by the way, guys. So that was a really good one. Really good one. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here. So this is the final topic that I had written down. We'll get into questions after the show, guys. So towards the end of the show, guys, we always take questions from everybody in the chat. So if you're in the chat, go ahead and put your questions down in there. If you have any questions for us, we will answer them after we're done with this topic here. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So this is kind of basic. It's the weekend. It's a lot of time where people get to dive back into their backlog, library, whatever you want to call it. So what have you guys been playing recently? So we'll start with you, Jar. What you been playing, man?
Man, fucking For Honor, dude. I bought that game just to check it out. it got me by the Goonies, man. I can't stop playing the multiplayer on that shit.
Really?
I'm addicted to it, dog. I like the fact that it's so fucking different. Look, it's so bad that I haven't played Mass Effect, which is my Witcher in space, past the first mission, dude. That's how bad I got it for Honor right now, man.
Wow. You know what?
And it's the multiplayer too. I already beat the game.
Yeah, the funny thing about it is that I heard, been hearing mixed things about the servers, the Ubisoft servers.
Oh, they're fucking trash, man. They might as well put a fucking hamster on the street. It's whack. They're fucking whack. But when you play, man, shit goes fucking down. I'm addicted to that fucking game, man. I hate to admit it. It's good.
All right. Hey, I may have to. My daughter wanted that game too, so I may have to.
It's hard. It's hard though.
Yeah.
There's a high learning curve, but when you get a kill, man, you feel like you earned that bitch.
All right. So what about you? What about you, Fred? What you been playing, man?
Oh man, let me see. I've been playing Ghost Recon.
Okay. Well, yeah. I still haven't played with you on that shit, man. We still haven't linked up.
Oh, I might be on now since I'm wide the fuck awake when I get off here. So, playing Ghost Recon. I've been playing my Switch, man. I got Zelda. I ain't really put a lot of time into it, to be honest with you. But that's really it, man. I ain't really had a lot of time. I've been wanting to get into Mass Effect. Oh, I've been playing The Witcher because I still ain't beat that shit since the last podcast we did together.
God damn.
So I've been slowly trudging through that game. And I want to pick up Mass Effect, but I know I'm not gonna have time to get into it here. So I'm gonna wait until I get back to the States here in a couple of weeks and then start playing that there.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, awesome. So I haven't picked up Mass Effect either, so I'm getting to it. All right, so Chuck, what you been playing, bro?
All right, what's down with the Kano? Oh yeah. I just want to give my homie a shout out, but yeah, he in the chat. There's a couple of them out there. Shout out to y'all. But what I've been playing is a game I've been real timid about. So when the game went on sale, I mean, I really had my finger on the trigger, like, should I get it? I put the controller down, I pace back and forth. I'm like, man, people say this is a life game. People telling me this is a life game. I mean, y'all think I'm playing? I literally did this. I walked around the couch, I sat down, looked at the controller, looked at the TV. I looked at my old lady. I started talking the game up to her, like, yeah, this game fun game. And then she was like, "Do you want to get it?" I said, "Okay." Boom, I pushed the button. That's all it took. Now I got the Witcher, and I've been playing that game. I'm stuck. Don't get me wrong, because it's a fun game, and I'm kind of stuck right now. But I've been playing the Witcher. I'm enjoying it. I'm everybody that talk good about this game. You know what I'm saying? I salute everybody on everybody YouTube channel that talked about the game and said it was an excellent game. Y'all are correct. And I got to tip my hat to y'all because it's a fun game. I've been playing that. I've been playing UFC because I've been joining for some fight night. But since I can't get that fight night just yet, I've been on that UFC and I be wanting to box people. They be wanting to wrestle, but it's UFC. I'm enjoying that. Still having fun playing that. Can't wait till the next one come out or fight night.
You see, For Honor handles like a fight night game, dog. That's the best way I can describe the gameplay, dog. It's not a hack and slash. That's why I like that fucking game. It's crazy.
Bro. Yeah. I might start dip my toes into that one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And one other game I've been playing. All right, She Wolf told me she might got to put me in a straitjacket because I'm addicted to this game. I can't leave it alone. It got me locked and I'm kind of forced to keep playing it because I'd invested and got so much. And if you don't play in 7 days, you pretty much gonna lose everything.
What kind of game is that?
Man, this game is life. That's what I'm gonna call it from here on out.
Fuck that.
Man, what the fuck are you playing?
When I tell y'all gonna be like, oh, that shit.
What is it?
Fallout Shelter.
Nah, hey, it's worse than that. It's worse. Because somebody could take your stuff off the game, whatever you do work for, steal it. What? If you don't get on the game.
Boy, I will burn my fucking game room down.
What game is this? It sounds like some what the fuck is that? It's not 7 Days to Die, nothing like that.
You kind of close, but no, that ain't it. It's in the I'm gonna give y'all a quick hint. It been in the preview program from day one and still in there.
Oh, The Lone Dark?
He got it right for BLAM.
Art. Art.
Man, that's it
Oh
right there.
hell no, I can't. Man, that shit. That's work.
Man, literally, it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
real
Fuck.
shit. That game like work, and then you once you invest so much time into it, you be like, man, if I don't play, it took me 8 hours to train the Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? Eight,
What the
eight human hours. Then
No.
you could birth animals. Man, my cousin was on that birthed a couple animals. It took us 2 days to raise it to a
Jesus
juvenile.
Christ. Hell
Then
no.
somebody, because we didn't lock our trap, the thing would you put the food in.
Yeah.
Somebody came down on a bird, broken tile base, walked into the because I forgot to lock it, or either my old lady, she forgot to lock it, stole all our meat, and we lost 4 baby dinosaurs.
That's some crazy shit, dog.
I mean, it got a lot of politics going against. So now we trying to find, we you know what I'm saying, we paying somebody else some metal Ingrams to get us some information on who could have did this here. So we got other people looking around, you buy and sell dinosaurs. It's like really a work. You got to go out there, get metal, get oil, you got to go get stone sticks, you got to go hunt, get meat, you got to feed your animals, use your animals to get, it's a whole bunch of stuff, and then you got to build your tribe up, and you got to keep other tribes.
Man, my wife will divorce my ass if I play some shit like that.
Man, I didn't know what I was getting into at first. I thought it was he had fun game.
Fuck that shit, man.
Hey, but it's fun though. But it ain't nothing that you'll want to invest, because it's a game that is a good game for somebody that don't have no other games, and you can only purchase one game. If I had to say one game, if you had to get one game, that's it.
Shit, fuck that, man. That's some crazy shit. I love games. I'm all about, but I can't do no shit like that, man. That doesn't even sound fun, to be honest with you.
Man, you have times you be happy, and maybe have times you be like, man, fuck this shit. You want to throw your controller, you be getting mad. I have 2 cousins, real life. They're not talking to each other right now. Overall. I kid you not. They not talking to you. And it's been 3 months.
Fuck that, dog. That's some crazy shit.
And if y'all don't believe, if my old lady was right here, she'll tell y'all. She look like, man, these 2 crazy fools right here, mad at each other. Talking about this person that took this out of his box, or this person did this.
Oh, shit.
But man, y'all, yeah, my bad. I've been running for too long, man. Y'all go ahead, but man, that's real shit.
Oh man, that shit is hilarious, guys. Oh my god. All right, guys. Jesus, Chuck, you a fool, man. So all right, let's go ahead and start taking our questions, man. That is fucking hilarious. Gwent beta code down in the chat, everybody. So grab it while you can. So for sure. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so let's go ahead and take some questions here. I thought I saw a couple.
Yeah,
higher
man.
up.
Chicken Spaghetti had a real good one.
Oh, there we go. I found it.
Okay,
I found
good.
it. Shout out to Chicken, man. Shout out. It's my boy, man. One of the funniest dudes
Always
in
in
the
the chat, man.
Xbox community. Always in the chat. Always showing love and support, man. I got to get his ass in here again, man, one of these days. So hit me up, Chicken. All right. So his question was, how do y'all feel about Xbox's radio silence leading up to E3? And I want to start with Predator. There's a reason I want to start with Predator, because I feel like this is something that you've thought about before, and you have something like really insightful to say. So we'll go ahead and start with you, Pred. How do you feel about that?
I'm cool with it, man. I like the fact that they're not talking. I mean, let me back up. I'm pissed, but I'm cool with it. Like, I want to know, but I don't want to know. And I think you're starting to see slow leaks from other developers come out and stuff like that about stuff. Because all the news I've heard so far about Scorpio has been nothing but positive shit. I'm not, like when the 1S was coming out, and like people were like, they were still throwing jabs at Microsoft, but like everything has been positive that I've heard from anybody who has anything to do with the Scorpio. So I know this, our gaming lineup isn't the best right now. I know there's something coming. I know there's gonna be, some good shit gonna be dropping at E3, and they're trying to, if you go back to last E3, I know Microsoft, they're trying to get to the point where they don't start leaking shit. They're trying to contain that shit now. I know the Scorpio not Scorpio, but the 1S leak maybe like a day prior. You go back to previous E3s, man. Shit, we had the whole fucking lineup of games already.
Yeah.
Like about 2 weeks out, we had everything.
Yeah.
And something happened in the community over there, and Phil must have put the motherfuckers on lockdown or something, tied them in a closet or something. It was like, y'all don't say shit. Because we ain't seen shit. We didn't see shit much of last year until like the very last minute. And this year is just, I hope it's the same. I was really surprised at E3 last year and shocked. And especially with them having their own conference this year.
Yeah.
I think it's even better. They're keeping
it's on
everything
Sunday
closed.
this year, not
It's on Sunday.
Yeah,
I mean,
forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So that it gives them an opportunity. Like this is a perfect. I mean, like I said earlier, man, they got to hit on all cylinders this year. So they got a whole day to themselves. If they can control the leaks this year and it surprise everybody with everything, I think they'll hit this year. And so for them to be quiet and not say shit, perfect timing. Don't say a fucking thing. Like just keep your mouth shut and just hit everybody with one big fucking hit after hit after hit, as they said a couple of years ago. When they come out of E3 this year, so I'm cool with it. I'm all right with it.
Okay, cool. Anybody else want to answer that question?
Hell yeah. I think it's perfect what they're doing. You know why? Because they're not falling for the fucking bait. Everybody, when Horizon Zero Dawn came out, everybody and their mother, oh my God, it's the second coming of Jesus. All this bullshit. They didn't fall for the bait because they could have easily said, oh yeah, look what we have coming. And there goes the whole fucking E3 show. They don't need to do that. They know they don't need to do that. I think it's perfect. There's a lot of YouTubers out there which I follow and I like their content, but I wish they will stop spreading rumors from what they've been told, because I want to be surprised, man. Why don't you see any of that bullshit from Sony? There's a reason. You know what I mean? Because there's no fucking way that Sony, they've been hacked how many fucking times that nobody knows anything about the E3.
The funny thing about that is that shout out to Zaire. He made a video about a PlayStation E3 list. I don't know if it was fan made. I don't want to
It was fake.
throw him under the bus. It could have been fake.
No, it was. Somebody sent out a link. It was some cat from M4G.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So see, hey, you never know. So that's exactly what I'm saying, though. So
yeah, so it's one of.
But yeah, go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh no, I'm just saying I don't want to throw Zaire. Good dude.
I like Z, man. Z's cool. I follow Z and crap. It's just sometimes I know they get a lot of juicy stuff, but sometimes, man, it's like one of those things. Like, don't take the win off. Like, I like that Microsoft is quiet. They have nothing to prove. Oh, the first party lineup is weak. According to who? Personally, I think fucking Halo Wars is fucking awesome. I like it. Some people may not. Some people do. Just like for Horizon Zero Dawn. Looks like a good game. Not good enough for me to buy a PlayStation. That doesn't mean I'm hating on the game. So, again, people just like to wail on shit, man. Just to bitch and moan. But I think it's perfect what they're doing. And she could do that shit every year. Show what you have. Show your hand when it's time to fucking show it and punch everybody in the mouth. And that's it. That's all they need to do.
All right. So you want to get in on this one, Chuck, real quick?
I mean, Joy pretty much said exactly what I was thinking. I'm not a fan of leaks. I like to hear when it's supposed to be told in the way it's supposed to be told.
Yes.
I just like how you saying what Z was saying about that was fake. But to be honest with you, it's not really that fake because
it's true.
We all know this. I mean, maybe the time how long they're gonna be on stage, that might be a little exaggerated, but I think that's pretty close. That's close as it really gonna get. So and that it wasn't no big secret because everybody know that. But like with Microsoft, it's gonna have a when they come, they're gonna give you just a little bit to E3, and just keep just keep bird feeding you. And then when E3 come, they gonna go back and they're gonna do like with the Rock, how he reached his hand up in the air and he can get that big hawker spit and he give you the people slap. The one take that. And one other thing too. I've been saying this forever. What I want them to do on E3 that Sunday, show the Scorpio, show the games, do all the whole press conference, however they want to do it, but do not release the price. Wait till Monday, right before Sony get ready to come on stage and do a commercial. Xbox One Scorpio, $3.99 or $4.99, whatever.
Man, if they do that shit at $3.99, bro, there's gonna be a lot of people without work because then they won't have shit to talk about.
Right, man. But think about this here. Right before Sonic's press conference, they hit with the price. Man, the whole Sonic press conference, everybody gonna be trying to do Sonic press conference or get us some information out about the Scorpio, about the price. Is everybody gonna be trying to shoot for who can get out the price first? I mean, that would be my whole thing about all these times Sony when Xbox bring out some good news and Sony right after they do that release numbers or release something to try to go on top of Microsoft whenever they try to bring out some good news. That'd be that one slap they got to get them back with. But you know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts, my opinion. I'm going to keep saying I'm going to talk it into existence. And when Phil Spencer come out on stage, I want everybody to be standing up because y'all know he's going to talk about Scorpio, and I want everybody to be like, Scorpio, Scorpio. When Phil come out, I want everybody to be out there stomping their feet and just saying, just had a whole building, you know what I'm saying? Just the vibe going to have everybody hyped up. Just everybody need to be out there doing. I'm going to be in my house chanting, Scorpio, Scorpio. Well, let me digress.
So yeah, man, it's exciting, man. So shit. That was a great question, by the way. Great question. So let's go ahead. There's another great question, I think, from James. Shout out to King James.
Yeah.
He left a great question here. He always showing love, too. Shout out to you. So here's a question for the panel. Do you guys have a wish list of things to see at E3 or Microsoft's E3? If so, what do you want to see? We've done this a few times before. I know as information comes out, sometimes our opinion changes. So I guess now would be a good time. We're in, April? Not April.
Pretty much.
March now, sorry. Pretty much April, I guess. So yeah, what do you guys wish list? We'll start with you, Pred, on this one.
It's a little early for me, man. I as far as games go, I want to see Splinter Cell. That's the only game I can think of that I really, really want to see come out this year. Because I've been waiting on that game for a while. I'm just more right now for me. It's just the hardware, man, about the Scorpio and what the hell it's gonna be and what it's gonna bring to the table. Just because of all the bad media flack that we've gotten since E3 last year. So I want to see the narrative change. For me, it's not really about the games anymore, other than the one or two that I really want to see. I want to see the games lineup, of course, because we have no idea what's coming out in 2018. And for me, it's more Scorpio centric and how it's going to affect the industry. I don't think the effects of this E3 are going to be seen immediately after the announcement. I think the effects of E3 this year are going to be seen after it's released and how it's going to carry on into 2018 and beyond. So, not really the answer I think anybody wants to hear right now, but it's for me right now. It's too soon because I don't know what they got coming out as far as games, so I really can't predict anything. Other than I take that back, I do want to see if they're going to bring out Fable, if they're going to bring that back. So
yeah,
they have to. Phil's not stupid. They're going to.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. That definitely be one of the ones I was just thinking about that. So, all right. Well, what about you, Jar? Any pie in the sky?
Pie in the sky. Well, Predator just shot it out of the sky for me. But yeah, Fable. And I'm still keeping the hope alive. I may be the only one, man. Jade Empire. But honestly, a little bit different than last time we talked about this. I'm all about the features, man. I want to see features because, again, something that Microsoft doesn't get any credit of, how much the OS is evolving and the fucking, the environment, the platform. I want to see just features, new shit coming out, what the box can do. Obviously, pricing for the Scorpio because, a lot of people shout out to Z, but not everybody got money like that motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? So most people can't go buy all that shit. But if Microsoft nails it on the price, man, dude, everything will be second, even exclusives, which I think Microsoft doesn't get enough credit for this. I think they have a lot more exclusives than people want to give them credit for coming out this year. Shit, they do every year anyway. They just don't get any credit. But I think they have a big lineup of a lot of exclusives, and that's what I want to see. Not to have a list wars. I just want to see new shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as I love my sequels, which I do, but I wanna see, you know, just different shit, something new. That looking forward to that.
Yeah, good point. Good point. All right. So, Chuck, what about you, bro?
All right, I'm with y'all here with the features because when the Xbox Fat first came out, I was digging the features. Like, you know, I mean, a lot of people say they didn't like the Connect, but I like the whole concept of the Connect and the way they was trying to bring it to you. And one other feature they ain't talking about, but I know it's in back of everybody's head. True game sharing. You know, people's game share now, but I'm talking about the true game sharing where it's the way you're supposed to do it. Now, that's one of the features I would love to see come back. And game wise, I know they're gonna bring it, but like a lot of people want to see to Wild Meat when they bring out a new just even the games. I say they could do a CGI trailer because I'm not a big fan of showing games that's coming out 2 and 3 years ahead, but they are two games I wouldn't mind them showing at this E3, and there'll be something that we already know about. Brian showing Fable Legend
Not Legends.
No, yeah, excuse me. I apologize to everybody out there. Don't hang me. I meant Fable for a reboot of Fable. You know what I'm saying? And whatever choice they make and have, you know, developers decide they want to do it, that and a new scale bound by another developer. So if they show a CGI trailer and just say it's back in the making, even if they don't show no CGI trailer, they just put the name up there, and that'll calm everybody down. Like, okay, Microsoft did it for a real reason and a real cause behind this here. So I leave, you know what I'm saying, the politicking behind the situation to them. I would like to see that, you know, KI. I want to see another season of KI, you know, give me a character with a baseball bat when I see, you know, yeah, that's what I want. Give me.
It was random as fuck, but it was funny.
All right. And Joanna Dart, you know, the perfect dart. Bring
Yeah.
EA be on Microsoft stage with a new fight night.
Oh man, that would be fucking awesome. But even a baseball game, even a fucking baseball game, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. EA and 2K, man, they fucking up. They need to come back.
I don't think they're gonna really mess with a baseball game. I mean, it's just
they should. They ain't doing shit with the NBA. Like with NBA Live, might as well try a fucking baseball.
Oh,
hey, no competition.
Hey, shout out to Kano. He said, "Bring back Street. Leave Live alone. Just bring the Street and make it like how 2K Park is, but do it NBA Live Street."
That shit was fun back in the day.
Right. You know, get your character together, playing online, you know, making all the super crossovers. But yeah. Them some of my wish list. Hey, Santa Claus.
Okay. All right, cool. So mine would be shit, man. You guys have already said some good ones. Fable, obvious fucking need would be Fable. I'd love to see a new Fable, man. I'm still holding out on the fact that they kept the IP around. They didn't completely scrap it. At least I hope they didn't. From all indications, seems like they didn't. So maybe they just put it on the back burner and found somebody else to do it. And then obviously Perfect Dark is a really fucking good one because Rare is. I feel like Sea of Thieves is getting criminally underrated, and I feel like it's people are kind of acting like it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like almost just dismissing it as, oh, it's gonna be this. Man, that game. I'm upset that I'm not in the like technical test, the alpha, whatever you want to call it. I didn't get in, unfortunately. But I'm still fucking happy from everything I've been hearing. I know people can't say much, but everything I've been hearing and everything they've been showing with the little diaries they've been doing every so often, like the behind the scenes development shit, it looks fucking crazy. And I can't wait to get in that big ass universe and world and see what they got in store for us. I feel like they're a big enough studio to do that and work on like a Perfect Dark at the same time. Because I'd be, oh my god, a new age Perfect Dark running on Scorpio, like, oh my god, don't even do
that'd be Tomb Raider's fucking sorority sister. Man, that'd be a good fucking compliment.
Oh my god, see the picture?
Oh my god, no,
that picture.
What picture?
What was that?
Look, right here, look, bam. Hold up, y'all can't see me?
Yeah, we can see it.
This Sea of Thieves. I'm ready.
No shit. But see, basically, I was joking around the other day on Twitter, man. This is my post prediction of E3. Oh, nobody cares about multiplayer games. It's all over, fuck Sea of Thieves. Nobody wants to play with people. So they're gonna dog it. Oh, it's too big. It gets boring quick. Like, okay, just like World of Warcraft, right?
Just please don't be like, oh,
Yeah.
They're gonna find something to fucking hate on it. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to. Personally, this is just because of me and my fucking motion sickness. I wish I could play that fucker in third person, but they haven't confirmed, and I don't think it probably won't be. But
hey, you got motion sickness?
with certain games, not every single game, because I could play Halo for like 6 hours straight, and I'm good. But if I play Doom,
Yeah.
my wife found me on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I get motion sickness too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, I got it bad. I was like half an hour of play of Doom. I had to spend on the ground like 2 hours, dog. I had to get rid of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I had the same thing. Hey, know what it is? Like when you're playing first person shooters, it can't be that fast in like Doom, everything feel caged in, right? So when you turn, it make you dizzy. Now
the corridors fuck me up. That's what messes me up.
Now see Battlefield 4, I could play that all day long and don't get motion sickness. And I was looking at Sea of Thieves. It's see how open it is. You ain't got to worry about you ain't got to worry about motion sickness. That's why, you know what I'm saying, any game that's wide open, like let's say like that, you won't get motion sickness. But it's just the games that's closed in, like you might get get the sea sickness on Call of Duty, but you won't get it on Battlefield and you won't get it on Resident Evil, but you'll get it on Doom.
And I'm not gonna play Resident Evil. I've seen videos of that shit. Fuck that. That shit's way too closed in.
Man, but it don't move fast. And see, it don't move that fast, so you ain't gonna get motion sickness.
Well, that's it's weird, dog. It's certain games because I could play again Halo. I could play it all day long. Even Call of Duty, the last Call of Duty, I play the fuck out that game and I'm good. But Doom, and I was so upset because I really, really liked that game. Oh my god, I got so fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, I got it worse than you because the Call of Duty do it to me too.
Oh shit, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I get motion sickness fast.
Damn, hell.
Halo, I could play that for a couple hours, but then I have to stop because I get motion sickness.
Damn, you do have it bad because I could play Halo, no problem.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so I don't know if anybody had any other questions. That was a great question.
Yeah, it was.
I think that was pretty much it, everybody. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this podcast up, man. It feels good to be back to talk about games with my boys, man. I appreciate you guys. What we got?
Bam. I didn't want to cut you out, but this is your first time back, so you're gonna have to talk about the new update that you were saying.
Okay.
We're not gonna let you off so easy. we're not gonna do it.
All right. So we'll get into that last, and then we'll wrap it up. So, okay, you said the new update for the Xbox. I just got it recently. I got the one obviously with it. There's a new one that added a couple things, and then there was a one prior to that added the beam. I just got that one with the beam. I'm not in like the alpha program like some people are, and they get that shit super early. But I am enjoying the update. I like the new layout. I love the beam integration. That's the biggest thing for me because I've always wanted to live stream, but they've made it really easy to do that. You don't even need anything else besides your Xbox to do it. So
that's fucking awesome.
That's awesome. You can keep up, with your archive with either the app, the Beam app, or just laptop. You can go just to Beam or whatever. Keep up with all your videos. It's just really fucking convenient to not have to go buy another piece of hardware or something extra that you need to be able to live stream or have a good PC or whatever the case may be. So I'm so glad he did that. I live streamed once for probably like 20-30 minutes the other night, just to kind of test it out, to kind of play with it. It worked well as far as I could see. I think I got like one person to jump in there. I didn't like put it out there that I was doing it, so I didn't expect anybody really to come in and watch. But they said it looked fine, so I don't know if you guys have tested that feature out so far, but I'm super happy about it. So I'm glad to let
300 down.
No shit.
Man. Yeah, I know. I see, man. So have you? I mean, what do you guys think about the update? Have you guys gotten it, or who's gotten it so far?
I don't have it. A Predator has it.
I like it. I haven't really messed with Beam too much. Streamed. I think I did some Ghost Recon streaming a couple of weeks ago, but I really haven't messed with it too much. It was weird because when I first got it, I didn't have. I was in the beta ring. I had Beam on there, but I couldn't connect to it for whatever reason. But it cleared itself up somehow, and I started streaming Ghost Recon for a little bit. But I honestly haven't used it too much. I didn't like it in the beginning, like how you have to go to the left to get up your home screen, and then you have to go back to the right to click everything and go down up and down your stuff. It took a while to get used to. But sometimes, man, they come they come at weird times. Like I don't know they're there sometimes because like some of the changes are so minute. This was a big change, but some of the changes are so simple.
Yeah.
You don't recognize they've changed something up, because like the home screen thing changed first, and I started getting used to that, and then Beam just popped up out of nowhere. And I wasn't even paying. Then one day I realized, oh shit! I was actually looking at GKB. I guess he was doing like a tutorial, and I was like, I wonder if I got it. I went and checked, and it wasn't there. And then like a couple of weeks later, boom, it just popped up. Like there was no notification. There was no like, hey, we've updated your console. Here are your new features, like they usually does. And then
Yeah.
about a week later, I finally got that little like when you turn it on, it gives you that little indicator that your console's been updated. But like, I don't know if it's because of where I'm located at too. That might be a problem too. But I got it. I like it. It still looks nice and smooth. I'm looking forward to the next update that just came out where you get to change your gamer tags, your game pictures and stuff like that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's always a cool little feature. So, anybody else want to tackle this question before we wrap it up?
I don't have the feature. I just been following up. I'm just waiting for mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I just can't wait till I can be able to pin my logo on my avatar. So when people see me on the Xbox Live, everything will be uniform. So when you go on Xbox, you'll see me on, so you see my logo with my name, and you'll see me and you'll see me on YouTube with the same thing. That way it wouldn't be no mistaken, because some people you be talking to, I'm on Xbox Live, and you might see them on a podcast, and you might not catch their voice at the precise moment because they have a different name or a different picture.
Yeah.
Just having everything the same will make it more uniform for me, and I can't wait for them to do that. I just don't want to see the D pics.
You know what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna fuck it up with somebody.
Yeah, I just hope if you put a custom, they make it small until it get approved. Then they'll make it big.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. That's a good way to keep that shit from happening. So, all right, guys. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So I know your boy Chuck hit me at the last minute with the question. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you guys so much, man. I'm glad you guys let me know, man. If you guys enjoyed the show, we are back, man. I love this. I enjoy doing it with you guys here today, man. So we're gonna go ahead and let everybody let them know where you guys can find them if you aren't already following these guys on Twitter. So we'll start with you, Jarhead.
Well, I'm on Twitter, Jarhead2001, same as my gamer tag. And like I said before, I suck at outros, but I'm gonna start a new thing, just shouting out people. So big shout out to my man Franklin Clinton on the chat, who is my new buddy now. He is the proud owner of a PS4, and he hates crap. So shout out, man. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you back next week. I don't know who the hell that is. He's just, yeah. He's my new buddy now. Big hug. Hugging you. Anyways.
Yeah, man. All right, Fred. Let everybody know they can find you, Fred. I know you're a little off the grid right now, but
yeah, I'm still off the grid, man. I'll be back in the States here in about a month. So you can find me on Twitter, Predator_H2OS. I do have a channel, Xbox After Party. I haven't really been active on it just because of my location, but I did drop a video. I think my Switch unveiling a couple of days, maybe about a week and a half ago. So check that out. It's under, again, Predator_H2OS as well. Other than that, man, like I said, I'll be back home soon. I'm gonna get my channel back rolling again here when I get back and start doing the weekly podcast. I told you I'd do it when I got back, so
yeah,
I'll start working on that. I just been like, when I got in touch with you, like, and started doing this shop podcast with you, like, I knew I was about to deploy, so I didn't want to put a lot of effort into anything that I knew I had to lose my fan base over if I was gonna be gone for about a time I've been gone. So it's been good though, because the people who've been on my channel have still, they're still the same ones still there. They're still watching my channel. So and viewing the podcasts I have been doing. So they're still there. So thanks for those guys that have stuck with me while I've been on this deployment. But I'll be back soon. I'll be able to put up some more content once I get settled in, get the family situated, get back in a routine once I get back to the States. So
For sure, can't wait, man. I can't wait till you back, man. That's my boy right there, man. That's one of my right hands, everybody. So, shout out to you, shout out to GKB, She Wolf, man. Love you guys. So my boy Chuck too, man. You know, me and Chuck, you know, we be back and forth. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Always look forward to you coming on the podcast. Let everybody know where you at, Chuck.
All right, this is your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. You heard me. And I'm glad to see you back. You know what I'm saying? We've been missing you out here in these YouTube streets. You know how people saying these YouTube streets like we out here. But yeah, you can find me on Xbox. You can find me at Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. On Mondays, I'll be on the Gamer Session podcast with Kano. What's that? With your big homie. You know what I'm saying? When you look for me, just triple cup, one word, then Chuck. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the Xbox, I'm an early in the morning person. I'm really up early in the morning. So if you see me on them, even if you know what I'm saying, we ain't never talked before, you can get in. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool down to earth person. We could chop it up. We could play the games. If you got the same games I got, we could play a couple games. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gamer. I like gaming. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Glad to have you in here, Chuck, man. It's always love, man. Every time. So
Appreciate you.
I am Blam, man. PTK Blam. You guys can catch me on Twitter. You know, at it's actually my real name, Darnay Reddick, on Twitter. So hit your boy up there. You know, it's PTK Blam across the board on Xbox Live. Here on YouTube, look me up, subscribe to the channel. You know, I appreciate you guys' love and support, man. I know I went on a long little break there, but real life happens. And God is good, and I'm back. So I feel good. I feel invigorated. Happy about, you know, gaming again. Happy about doing all those cool things and talking to my friends. You know, everybody on YouTube, man. So I am back. It feels good. So once again, I appreciate you guys rocking out with your boy. Oh, by the way, I do have a family vlog channel. Also, you guys, please go subscribe to that. I will put the channel down in the link or down in the description of this video. Please go subscribe to that channel. I put videos up there all the time. Me, my wife, my kids. If you guys want to go, you know, see me in person, all that kind of stuff. So much appreciated. Love you guys so much, guys. And we are out of here. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Take it easy. We're out.
Peace.
Later.